You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah? You're typing, but okay. It started,
I'm ready.
but you're ready.
What are you showing me today?
Part 2 of something I started.
Have we both spoke about part 1 before?
Yes.
Oh, this is the
ago.
roof one.
Yeah.
Oh, this is very old.
Penthouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I remember us talking about something that it's looking down on.
I don't know. The city.
We should do part 1 and 2, like, in the future. Just one after the other. Just go for a drink afterwards and then come back and do it.
Yeah, I mean we can now. Oh yeah, because we have new internet. I might mention that in another video without you though, but we have new internet, so now we can do that, because it used to take literally an entire day and night for something to upload.
Yeah.
After taking an entire day to render.
Yeah.
But now, it only takes a couple of hours. It's like, oh my god, thank you, Jesus. But yeah, so this is part 2 of something that I started a long while ago, and while editing this, I was like, wow, I built this so inefficiently. I really like it though, like I really like the building, because you're typing quietly in the background.
I know!
Trying to get Steam to respond. What are you doing? Yeah,
Nothing.
no.
Go! Go!
Go what? Anyway,
Windows.
I didn't say anything about Windows. You weren't listening at all.
I was listening.
No,
You
you
threw
weren't.
me off when you asked me about what I was doing.
Because you felt guilty.
No,
Yeah. Huh?
I was thrown off. Here we go.
Yeah, this is one of my favourite. I was going on.
Sorry.
This is one of my favourite builds. It was also, I think it is my most popular one, like by far. It has 700 downloads-ish.
I mean, it's
Which isn't
nice.
a ton, but to me it's a ton.
It's a nice building. I mean,
It's really nice. It's a really nice building.
It's a
Yes,
really
thank
nice
you.
building. But I'm a bit autistic, and I would honestly probably download it just to have it on top of the building because it looks like it fits.
It is on top of the building.
Yeah, that's
That
what I
was the
mean.
point.
That I know that's the point of it, but it just neatly slots into the world so nicely.
Thank you. That's
And
what I was going for.
There's so few things that do that in my Shino because they're all just shitty flats, and you don't actually get a sort of presence with them. So it's almost like an essential thing, sort of an extension of a building that sort of fits the building.
Yeah, like city living that is what it's called, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is my favourite expansion, but I don't know. I like the apartments, but it does feel quite limited. And recently, I've been watching Sims 3 speed builds on YouTube, and the building just seems so much more in depth for some reason.
What, in Sims 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sims 3 had
But
sort
I
of
think
like
Sims
a
3 looks like
creation
garbage.
kit sort
I'm
of
joking.
thing.
Yeah. Like you can make anything, any texture, and any colour that you want. That's what people miss most, I think. Like building wise. What people actually miss most, I think, is seasons and pets.
Yeah.
I'd rather get pets before seasons, although I think seasons should be in base game. But I think I mentioned this in like every other video, so I'm gonna shut up. But yeah, I really like this penthouse. I'd like to own it. Not that I'd ever be able to afford it, but yeah. Anyway, it's parts like this that I really hate. It's just so inefficient. Like, instead of placing the windows, seeing how they look and taking them down when I don't like them, I'll just hover around like, oh, do I want to commit to that? Maybe not. But it's just, everything I do takes so long. And I hate watching myself build things from back then, you know, a few months ago. But yeah, that said, I do like this build. Oh god, I'd have to pause it, I'm such an idiot. After building this, and after uploading it, I added an extra floor to the build.
Oh really?
Yeah, where I put like a tiny gym / sauna and a little basketball court right on top. And it looks really cool.
Character for this place as
Yes,
well.
his name is Ray Gold. He's Japanese and he changed his surname to get away from his past.
His name is what?
Ray, as in R-E-I.
No, his surname.
Gold.
Did he have blonde hair?
Yeah.
Japanese people don't have blonde hair.
He dyed it.
We're not in Japan, though, that's pretty gay.
What? I don't understand. What do you mean? He's
Because
lovely.
in Japan, they all dye their hair, don't they? They want to be rebels. But
Yeah.
men don't usually dye their hair unless.
You had long hair for about a year before you cut it and wore the ugliest beanie in the
We're not
world.
talking about long hair or hairstyles, we're talking about dyeing hair.
And I'm just saying that
Long
you
hair
had
is
awful
long hair and other hairstyles are a total another bitch topic.
So you're saying you are a bitch?
Both for me to call people bitches and for me to act like a bitch about it.
Rightio. I'm glad we cleared that up.
I'm glad you got over the swearing thing when getting me on these.
Well,
Before you used to
it
go.
took me so long to edit it out. If you watched like my first 2 videos before I gave up,
You
then
always
you'll
like
hear
this.
beep. You're like, no, don't do it. People will be mad. EA will never sponsor me. They never will. But
EA Sports.
it's a
Tom.
game. Oh no. Well, I mean, you've not been in the last 2 or 3 voiceovers I've done.
Mm-hmm.
Oh look, here's me taking 10 minutes to decide where I should put a door. Yeah, this is why I was reluctant for a long time to upload this, because I was like, it's been so long anyway. And not editing this, editing is bad, but my actual building is just long and arduous to watch. But I was like, I really like the build, why not? But that said, I am going to continue the Ghibli series. I'm going to do some other things, and based on what happened when Tom tried to play The Sims last night, I'm going to do a thing where he'll put down a little base of a building, but then we assume that it's been abandoned because it looks so garbage, and I renovate it.
So the idea is that I will try to build a building, and then Kath will be along and make it into a real building, and not a warehouse or a cubicle.
He was trying to build a karaoke place.
I don't know if I'll make the interiors.
Okay, but you've
I
got to decorate a jukebox.
I might lay out
You
an
could put
interior,
walls up or
but
something.
I'm not putting I'm not putting flim flam down.
No, that's okay. If you want, you can put
putting flim
plumbing
flam
down.
Any moron can put flim flam down.
Yes.
Like there's no skill in putting flim flam down.
I don't know about that.
No,
like,
there really isn't. You're full of rubbish.
No, you're full of rubbish. I don't know about that because I feel like my interior decorating skills are like just absolute. They just don't exist, really. I hate actually decorating things. I like building the actual building, but then when I look inside and think where to put sofas, I'm like, oh, this is just awful.
Decorating gets a bit exhausting. I think it's bad
really
just
does.
especially if you're planning to use it in some way. If it's not a shop and you're building it for your game.
Yeah, and you're going to see it all the time.
I think you just treat it as an unfurnished apartment or something.
I know, I'd prefer to leave them unfurnished. Because, well, I mean, when you buy a place, it's more than likely that it will not come with furniture in it, right?
Yeah.
Save for, like, plumbing and heating things.
Mm-hmm.
Is it really bad?
We're not supposed to know about.
No, but it was too noticeable.
Because we said that we totally said this while playing it, right?
What?
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever, yeah. But yeah, so back to what we were talking about.
What was that?
What?
One of those mats. It was like some green thing.
Oh, that carpet can turn into like graffiti or petals.
Well, that's so weird. Why have a carpet that can have
one of its swatches is just a totally different item altogether?
Yeah, why not have
It's
that
a bit
item,
odd.
but that item in a load of different colours? It's not like it's a lot of work swapping out palettes.
Yeah, see, that's something I think about a lot. I think a lot of people think about it a lot. Why are there so many items where you have like 5 or more different colour swatches, and then some of them are just a totally different item? Why not just make that a different item and let you colour them whatever you want? Bless you, Tom. Yeah, I don't know why that's a thing. I don't think I should have watched those Sims 3 speed builds, because although I don't like how the Sims 3 looks, and 4 is a lot sleeker and prettier, Sims 3 building, bless you, Tom, it's just nicer. You can do so much more, like, you know, you can have that, you can move the terrain. I saw this dude who builds tons of stuff. He made an island called Aluna Bay. His name is the Sim Supply. Well, that's not his, you know, actual human name, that's his chat. Yeah, so he built an actual world called Aluna Bay, I think that was it. And I watched a lot of his builds on that island, and one of the ones he made was this just big, sort of almost like modern villa thing. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is it was built over a sort of cliffside almost, and you could build over the beach and onto the beach, and your house could extend above the water. And you could actually put stairs going down the little cliffside. It was amazing. And you can put a boat there, and I think Sims can actually use the boats, which is astonishing.
Are you attaching a boat to this house?
No, this is The Sims 4. We don't have the luxury of boats, you insensitive
Sims 4.
fig.
It's like one of the biggest examples in video games. Not biggest, there's plenty of them. Maybe the clearest example of one step forward and plenty of steps back.
It's, yeah. It's really, really pretty. It's one of the nicest looking games I've ever seen. But it's too limited in too many ways. And it's been out for 3 years, right? Or something like that. No, yeah.
This year.
Oh, wow. And I just feel like it should...
No, 3 this year.
I feel like it should...
It feels like it's been around a lot longer than all the crap already on it.
Don't call it crap, it's actually got a lot of good stuff on it. Like City Living. Although, I know this is a really random thing, but I wish we had like dentists.
I thought there was a dentist job.
There's a doctor job.
I don't know how hairdressing is a job in this.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that the other day.
Yeah.
You were like, how do I give my guy a haircut? I was like, you have to enter a cheat. And
yeah,
you're like,
that's
what?
weird to me. That's weird to me. I think if
don't
there's
have
a
to
shop
cheat,
in Grand Theft Auto, then it probably should be a shop in The Sims.
Yeah, in GTA you can literally just go into a place and get so they can give you a beard when you don't have one in the first place. It's amazing what they can do.
If it's in GTA,
it should be in a simulation game.
A sort of simulation game.
It is.
Then it should definitely be in The
Different
Sims.
Yeah.
Hairdressing should 100% be in this.
It really should. It'd be so great. People would love it.
I mean, it's the detriment of it not being, an open world. Whether that's
I
a good thing or a
don't
bad
mind
thing,
it not being open world.
but it means you can't have cars.
You should,
and it would
yeah.
give something else for your sim to kind of strive for.
Yeah, exactly. Like now you can't
For a
pretend
lot of
you're...
people, especially in America, having a nice car is almost
and
as
Sims
important
is
as
quite
having a nice
American
house,
looking
isn't
in
it?
a lot of ways, except for Windenburg.
Yeah.
San Myshuno is like a mashup of American and other cultures.
San Myshuno is that weird city from Big Hero 6.
I was going to say that it's called San Francisco.
Yeah, it's that really,
It reminded me of that as soon as it came out. Yeah.
It's that really odd city.
It's
like,
a cute idea.
Tokyo just dropped on America.
And then just fused together.
And
although the buildings
they've Americanized Japan even more.
Yeah, it's more American.
It just seems weird.
But it's a combination of several cultures, not just American and Japanese.
What,
so
San Myshuno? Or we're talking about the one from Big Hero 6?
San Myshuno, this one, Sims. Because you
why? Because it has a spice district.
No, I mean it came
Hull
with...
has a spice district.
Oh, that's not... Hull Tiger. That's another thing. You should be able to go to... you should be able to go to... stadiums and watch games and stuff. That'd be neat. Like, I think that was in Sims 3, I'm pretty sure. And you should be able to support a local football team. Like, depending on what world you live in, there should be a football team in that area. I'm talking about, actual football, not American.
Once you had everything in Sims 3, it didn't matter how good a PC you had. It was going to run like shit.
And it looked like joking. I shouldn't be saying that. I just prefer
it had to
cartoony
look like
style.
For the big open to your sim going to work and stuff.
Yeah. No, the buildings look fine. I think the Sims themselves look a bit like potatoes.
I mean, I was playing this for the first time
with ugly names
in a long time.
Oh yeah.
And I
Everything
was
goes
surprised
badly.
where if you're on the same street and you see like you're at the bar and you see the swimming pool, you can click on that swimming pool and then you'll be in.
But you still have to face the loading screen.
You still have to go through the loading screen to get to the other instance. But I was actually just surprised that you could do that in The Sims 4 because The Sims 4 was so closed off. It doesn't feel like your Sims really have. The Sims doesn't have really any freedom. One of the best things I think about The Sims 4, when you're playing it, is when you realise, oh, there's a little park that isn't a lot just behind this building, and I can just walk through it.
Yeah.
Oh, and I can do something with this tree. And
when
stuff.
you can interact with the world itself. Yeah, there's a lot in Windenburg, the biggest one, where there's like originally a mansion.
I don't know if you've uploaded it. Have you uploaded the Old People's Home?
Yeah.
So that, where you were like, oh, play and check out the house, Tom, and instantly I took them out the house.
Yeah, that was so neat.
I took them to the...
I spent ages on
what's
that.
What's it called, where you were on the cliffside?
The bluffs.
The bluffs.
Yeah.
So I took them to the bluffs, and there was plenty to do in the bluffs, and I was like, well, this is quite fun for like 5 minutes, and there's nothing to do.
Why is that?
The Sims doesn't have anything to do. Because there's no sort of mini-game feature for The Sims, and
that's
Sims
what
kind
it
of
needs
some sort
mini-games, yeah, that's the thing.
But then that kind of... I don't know if it does messes with the simulation.
I don't know. But I mean, like, if you have a job as a... Like,
I don't think people would
the
appreciate
jobs are
anything
like
shallow.
No.
Like, they don't want bowling and then you've just got to press left and right to get the keep the thing in the centre, like say the
that's awful.
arm wrestling game from 2.
Oh, I was so good at that. I was so good at slightly moving my mouse.
That.
Yeah. No, but like the fact that you can go to work in 3 careers, there is kind of like minigame. Not really. That's more gameplay, but it gives you more to do.
Playing as that, and also I think being a vampire, that talent tree.
Yeah, the talent tree is one of the coolest things.
It made it
in the game now.
Interesting. We're not even talking about this building, by the way, that you're making at this point.
Yeah.
How is this building going? This is the problem. Making the exterior is so interesting, I find, but making the interior is.
I know. I always want to just upload the exterior, and then I'm decorating. I'm like, I don't really care. I'm just gonna fill it with garbage.
I think you only put the interior in if it's going to be something very unique. Otherwise, here's the bathroom.
But the weird thing is,
if you've given a character a specific story.
Well, this guy does have a specific story. But
yeah, but his bathroom isn't going to tell that story, is it?
You don't know. No, it doesn't. Some weird things have happened in that bathroom in his time. No, not really. He does have a story, though. He's one of the only Sims I made with an actual story in mind. Everyone else, I just kind of think, oh, she's pretty, she can live here.
So why has he had to change his identity?
Because it's actually a bit dark, and I don't want to go into too much detail because it's a bit dark, especially for bloody Sims. But I don't know if I should even say it, really.
Oh.
But he grew up on an island.
Did someone try to murder him?
No.
Did someone try to rape him?
No. His mother. No, he grew up on an island with his mum and grandmother and uncle and aunt and stuff like that. A little close-knit island in Japan. I think I specified a location after researching for a long time. His father's American, but he never knew his father because he just sort of, had a bit of a woohoo with Ray's mum and then left back to America. A bit of a woohoo. And he just left her, never helped out or anything. And I don't know, it's just tons. I wrote a profile. I don't really want to go into too much detail, but basically he just didn't want to be affiliated with either sides of his family, and so he moved to San Myshuno just to pursue a career, because on the island everyone was just kind of like satisfied with how life is, but he wasn't, and so on and so forth.
And then he woohooed.
Not yet. But he's a politician. I didn't like I played through to.
Wait, are you talking about the politician profession?
Yeah.
Can you be like? Can you actually have a political spectrum?
No,
that would
not
be
really.
Relatively brave, The Sims.
Actually, I'm not.
That's a brave decision to have, isn't
What,
it?
if you can? Do you want to be conservative or no? No, I don't think you can.
Left, right, very left, very right.
There's never very left or very right in anything.
It's a shame. You turn Myshuno into absolute
cesspool. Oh my god, that'd be so cool.
You get to pick your dystopian.
But it could be dystopian on either side. That'd be neat.
Yeah.
Thought crime. No, but like at the start when you pick the political career, it will ask you what cause you want to support. And some of them are just, they're supposed to just be kind of fun and not too serious, because it doesn't want it to be serious and,
yeah.
So, I can't remember what I made him do, because at the start of the career you have to start out as a protester, and I was like, this doesn't fit him at all, he wouldn't do this, but he had to. So I just tried to pretend that part of his career didn't happen, and he just immediately got into politics through his uncle's contacts and stuff. Anyway, so he's rich. He got rich from his career because he's really good at what he does, I guess. He's not liked by many, though, because he's a politician, and they're not liked by many, as a rule.
Are they actually not liked?
No, everyone is fine with everyone.
Oh.
I know. Although, I loaded up, Johnny Zest, you don't know Johnny Zest. Johnny Zest is a base game character. I decided he failed his parents, and they're ashamed of him, but they give him money to keep him quiet, and he just uses it on a big house to have parties and stuff. Right.
I remember you showing me him.
The house. I made him a house. Yeah, he is. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, I loaded him up. I've never played with him before, and he actually has some negative relationships with people, and not slightly, very negative, which is kind of cool. I like the fact that just characters can have disagreements and stuff without you forcing it. Because simulation games are meant to be about roleplay in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But that's quite hard to do, because everyone just kind of treats you really nicely no matter what. And I wish you could set up some kind of Just, unless you have an evil sim and a good sim, I guess. But I wish it could have certain, I don't know, not traits, but factors. Oh, we're done. Okay, bye.